Screenbar and Screenbar Pro by BenQ are premium monitor light bars that help provide eye comfort and evenly illuminate your workspace as opposed to a classical desk lamp. I had the opportunity to save money on a light bar and recently repeatedly relearned why being a cheapskate is not always a good thing. You can see that video here. At $110 and $140 for the base and Pro models, respectively, today we're doing a brief comparison to see if a $30 difference results in a big difference in terms of features and comfort. Spoiler alert, it does. We don't just list specs like every other YouTube video out there and call it a review. We cover build quality, functionality, impressions, brightness levels, color adjustment, and other functions like proximity sensing, auto on and auto off, and auto brightness. Even though the Screenbar Pro is only $30 more than the Screenbar, it eclipses the base model Screenbar in terms of features and value. I recommend both of these over cheap, non-name brand monitor light bars, and between the two, I recommend the Screenbar Pro. The packaging on both is nice. It's more simplistic on the base model, with a little box and everything right under an instructional cardboard layer. Buying the Pro gets you a thicker, more durable box, and an extra webcam mounting accessory that's normally $20. Both get the screen bars safely to your home just fine. Setting up and using both screen bars is straightforward. Simply mount them, plug them in, and you're good to go. The build quality is basically identical between the two, and the build quality is noticeably better than competitors' products. While the main body tube that encases the LEDs is cheap, flimsy plastic on other brands, from my experience, BenQ doesn't embrace that nonsense, and their screen bars are made of nice, hollowed metal tubes for build quality and heat dissipation. There are nice metal elements and thick rubber and thick high-quality plastic on both models. The quality is the same between the Screenbar and the Screenbar Pro. The Pro just offers more features. Something I didn't realize I would even have to talk about is the rotatability of the Screenbar inside of the mount. I recently reviewed a light bar so cheap, it damaged itself every time you rotated it. So, in 2025, I have to talk about basic things like these. The base model has a metal tube that rotates inside a well-designed holder. The holder has special curves inside that help the LED tube glide smoothly. The new Pro model has a new design for its counterweight mount mechanism. There's a mechanism inside that actuates the larger Pro screen bar in a revised fashion. Both have no issues. Both models get bright and illuminate the desk very well. The Pro model is wider and illuminates the fringes of the desk a bit more. Both cover most of the desk with comfortable, even light, and cover 100% of my main work area. The base model is comparable to a desk lamp, and the Pro model is comparable to a larger desk lamp. The Pro has a clearer system of how to adjust the brightness and color temperature. The base model has tap and hold and release controls. That is, you press the button and release it when it's at the desired brightness or temperature. I found this system unwieldy compared to a distinct arrow button set like on the Pro model, or even compared to the tap to change the level like on a $30 QUNTIS light bar. I think BenQ needs to abandon tap and hold and add discrete levels to the base model. I get that tapping and holding lets it be more fluid, but in practice, it's less clear and more effort than quickly tapping, and feels less satisfying to use than discrete levels, in my opinion. I like to set my office lights to a brighter, cooler white, closer to 5000 Kelvin daylight setting, to be productive. Both screen bars have no issue being adjusted to this color setting. Because the Pro has better controls, it's easier to adjust it to the daylight setting for me, personally. I found no issues using either BenQ model with a modern monitor, the Dell U3225QE, which has pretty narrow bezels. The base model uses their old counterweight design, which covers a bit more of the screen, but is still little enough to not cover screen area. The Pro model mount is redesigned, so it covers even less bezel area than old BenQ screen bar models do. The new, redesigned counterweight works wonderfully on the new screen. Both press up against the hard plastic shell of the monitor, rather than against the screen, so there's no damage to the LCD. The new design has thicker rubber to prevent damage better. One of my favorite features, and one of the reasons I might actually return the Screenbar base model and buy two Screenbar Pros, is the fact that there's a proximity sensor built into the counterweight mechanism of the Pro model that detects your presence, and I found that it works very well. Just toggle it on via the button on the left, show up, and your desk lights up. I found that it works well in every scenario that I've thought of. I've tried messing it up by not moving much or approaching slowly. It always eventually turns on and off like clockwork, and doesn't turn off if you're at your desk. Nice. Best yet, if you just stopped by your desk and didn't want to leave the light on, you can hit the power button and turn it off, even for just that time. That does not disrupt auto on and off. Double nice. Well engineered and well done, BenQ. This alone, I believe, makes the Pro model worth the extra $30. The Pro model also has a supple display that clearly indicates brightness and color levels, a feature I missed on the base model. While I like the build quality, at roughly $110 for the base model and $140 for the Pro, you got so much more with the Pro model. Some of the features are a level indicator, a better counterweight design, and a proximity sensor, as well as bigger, better, more powerful lights. If budget is the main concern, then I understand why you might want the base model, but if you can spring the extra $30, you'll have made a solid investment into your quality of life. I like that we don't need a puck to use these light bars. At 110 and 140, while they're not cheap, I've come to learn that that is a good thing. The BenQ screen bars have high build quality, great functionality, and great user experiences.